Hello mathematicians, hope in this video and getting in a little bit of practice you can say I can solve quadratic equations by factoring and using the zero product property. So we're given this expression over here which has been factored into the quantity of x minus 2 times the quantity of x plus 4 equals 0. And we are going to apply what is called the zero product property. And the zero product property tells us that if we have any two quantities, let's call them a and b. So if we have a times b equals 0, then either a equals 0 or b equals 0. Because if a is equal to 0, if we go 0 times b, no matter what the quantity or what the value b is, any quantity multiplied times 0 is going to give you 0. So 0 times b is going to be equal to 0. Or if b is equal to 0, it goes a times 0. Well, that also is going to be equal to 0. So zero product property tells us that if you have a times b is equal to 0, then a or b is going to be equal to 0. So if we're to look back over here, let's think of this x minus 2. Let's think of that as like the a. So we have x minus 2. That is similar to our a. And we can think of this x plus 4 as being similar to our b. That is that second quantity. So we think of x plus 4 equals 0. So now the zero product property tells us that this a is equal to 0 or the b is equal to 0. Or in this case, that would give us that, well, x minus 2, that is just one quantity, is in parentheses. So we go x minus 2 is equal to 0 or x plus 4 is equal to 0. And now both of these are just one-step equations, so we can solve for x in both situations by, well, we add 2 and add 2, which would give us x is equal to 2, and then we'd subtract 4 over here and subtract 4 to solve for x in this equation. So that would give us x is equal to negative 4. So that would give us x is equal to 2 or x is equal to negative 4, and that would be the solution to this problem right here by applying the zero product property. Let's look at one more example where we have to factor first. So we're given x squared minus 3x minus 10 equals 0. And well, we can factor this quadratic equation right here. And well, we're looking for factors of negative 10 that add up to negative 3, and that's going to be 2 and negative 5. So this would be x minus 5 times x plus 2 as a factored form equals 0. So now that we have this trinomial or this quadratic equation factored, well, we can apply the zero product property, which tells us that we are going to get x minus 5 equals 0 or x plus 2 equals 0. And now we just need to solve for x in both of these two equations individually, which will give us x is equal to 5, and we subtract 2 over here, and we get x is equal to negative 2. So our solution would be x is equal to 5 or x is equal to negative 2. So that is it for a video. Hope you for watching this and getting in a little bit of practice. You can say I can solve quadratic equations by factoring and the zero product property.